Mike, a lot of times people are really taken back by home inspection reports, and they feel that every house has to be new construction. And, it's important that we talk with people to tell them that it's okay to buy a home that's not perfect. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and especially with, younger people maybe that haven't owned property before, you see them come through and, they're looking at all the possibilities of their new house and family and everything, and it is awesome and it's exciting. And then when they go through the report, like you're saying, they're like reading this giant list of things wrong with the house, and sometimes they become discouraged with things, and sometimes, it's a little bit overwhelming that we write up a 65-page report of things wrong with what they thought was their dream home. Mm-hmm. So it can be discouraging, but what you got to remember is, unless you're buying a brand new house, there's going to be stuff wrong with it. I mean, no house is, even new construction sometimes, but no house is perfect. And kind of what those costs are is you can buy an imperfect house. As a matter of fact, most of the time people are buying imperfect houses. But you can buy a house that's not perfect, or even a house that does have a bit of deferred maintenance, and still be making a smart buy.
Sure.
There's a lot of ways that you can go about getting a good deal on a house.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of buyers out there that are not willing to do that, and I think when we're talking about homes that aren't perfect, like you gave us the whole other end of the spectrum of like how to get the best deal and whatnot. And I agree with you. I think that's fantastic. Maybe about 10% of buyers are willing to do that. But then we have the other 90% of buyers, Mike, and there's a lot of times people will walk in, they'll say, oh no, it needs a new furnace, or there's asbestos in the house or something. But there's easy ways to get around that.
You can negotiate some repairs, and it's okay to be willing to do that, on both ends of the deal, whether you're selling a house that has some of these things crop up, or you're buying a house that has some of these things crop up.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is, you got to keep in mind, a lot of the items that we tend to find in home inspections are, they fall into a category that I consider deferred maintenance. Some items are certainly broken and don't work right, like maybe this window or that window, or some of the doors rub, or there's, defects with various items in the house that aren't going to make other things worse.